The richest man in your office isn't wearing a Rolex. He's wearing something you've never heard of, while everyone else pays $15,000 for a Submariner that 100,000 other men are wearing this morning. He's wearing a watch built by 12 people in a workshop in Germany. No logo on the dial, no advertising, no celebrity ambassadors, the kind of watch that makes other collectors go quiet when they see it. And while smart men have been quietly buying these 5 watches for decades, 3 watch brands are robbing the rest of the market blind. Real owners, real reviews, real receipts. Let's start with the watches the smart money is actually buying. Number 5. Nomos Glashütte. Founded in 1990 in Glashütte, Germany, the town where German watchmaking was born in 1845, Glashütte is to German watches what Le Brassus is to Swiss watches. The geography matters. Every Nomos watch is built in the same town that produced A. Lang & Söhne and Glashütte Original. Same watchmaking DNA. Different price point entirely. The Nomos Tangente is the flagship, Bauhaus dial die design, hand-wound in-house movement called the Alpha Caliber. Nomos manufactures over 95% of its movement components in-house. That puts it in a small club globally. Most watches at $2,000 to $3. 0 use ETA or Sellita stock movements bought from suppliers. Nomos builds its own. Retail runs $2,200 to $3,800. The Tangente sits at $2,400. The man wearing a Nomos Tangente is sending a signal that only watch people understand. The buyer who reaches for a Submariner at $15,000 has heard of one brand. The buyer who reaches for a Nomos at $2,400 has read the catalogs. Most American buyers have never heard of Nomos because the brand spends almost nothing on marketing. The watches sell on word of mouth inside collector communities. Outside those communities, the name doesn't exist. That is the entire point. Number 4. Sinn. Founded in 1961 in Frankfurt by Helmut Sinn, a former pilot and flight instructor in the German Air Force, Sinn is the German tool watch brand, engineered for professional use, pilots, divers, military, mission specialists. The brand holds patents on technologies no one else has bothered to develop. Our dehumidifying technology uses a copper sulfate capsule inside the case to absorb moisture and prevent fogging at altitude. Tegement hardening surface treats the steel to 15500 Vickers hardness, roughly 4 times harder than standard 316L stainless steel. The Sinn EasyM series is German military issue. The flagship 556 model runs around $1,800, Sinn U1 around $2,400. These are not status watches. They are not designed to impress strangers. They are designed for men who use a watch. The Submariner is a luxury watch shaped like a tool. The Sinn is an actual tool that happens to be beautifully engineered. Smart money does not pay for the watch the marketing department designed. Smart money pays for the watch the engineering department designed. Number 3. Grand Seiko. The watch that quietly destroys the Swiss watch industries claim to be the best in the world. Founded in 1960 in Japan as a separate division of Seiko, with one explicit mission: beat the Swiss at their own game. The spring drive movement, developed by Grand Seiko over 28 years and released in 1999, is a hybrid-mechanical quartz movement that achieves an accuracy of +1 second per day. A Rolex Submariner is COSC certified at +2 seconds per day. The spring drive is twice as accurate as the most famous luxury watch in the world. The dials are the bigger story. Hand-finished using Zaratsu polishing, a Japanese craftsmanship technique that produces distortion-free mirror surfaces no Swiss brand has been able to replicate. The Snowflake dial reference SBGA 2111 is a textured silver dial inspired by snow on Mount Iwata, visible from the Shizukuishi studio, where the watch is assembled. It's considered one of the most beautiful watch dials produced anywhere in the world this century. Retail runs $5,800 to $12,000 for most models. The Snowflake sits at $6,700. A Rolex Datejust at $7,500 is a watch every wealthy man owns. A Grand Seiko Snowflake at $6,500 is a watch no one in the room recognizes. And the one watch person at the dinner cannot stop looking at it. Smart men chose a watch that gets recognized by the right people, not by everyone. Number 2. Junghans Max Bill. Founded in 1861 in Schramberg, Germany. By the 1950s, Junghans was the largest chronometer manufacturer in the world. In 1956, Junghans hired Max Bill, a Swiss architect, designer, and student of the Bauhaus movement, to design a watch dial that embodied pure functional minimalism. Bill produced the Max Bill watch. The dial is widely considered one of the most perfect watch designs ever created. Nothing is on the dial that is not necessary. Nothing is missing that should be there. The watch is still produced today in Germany using the same dial design from 1956. Retail runs $1,000 to $1,800. The Max Bill automatic sits at $1,500. This is the watch the architect, the designer, the museum curator buys, not the man who wants strangers to notice his watch. The man who wants to wear a piece of design history on his wrist every day. The Max Bill dial is on permanent display at the Museum of Modern Art in New York. The wearer is wearing an exhibition piece. Number 1. Christopher Ward. Founded in 2004 in Maidenhead, England, the direct-to-consumer model that quietly broke the watch industry's pricing structure. Christopher Ward sells directly to the customer with no retail middleman, no authorized dealer markup, no luxury boutique infrastructure. The savings get passed directly to the watch. A Christopher Ward C60 Trident Pro 300 is a Swiss-made automatic dive watch with a Sellita SW200. Movement 600 meters, water resistance, sapphire crystal and ceramic bezel. Full Swiss assembly. It retails for around $100. A comparable Swiss-made dive watch from a traditional brand with the same specifications retails between $3,500 and $5,000. Same movement supplier, same case construction, same water resistance, triple to quintuple the price. The difference is the distribution model. Christopher Ward removes the middlemen. The customer pays for the watch. In 2024, Christopher Ward released the Bel Canto, an in-house chiming complication watch with a hand-finished movement at $4,500. The watch industry was shocked. The same complication from Swiss heritage brands runs $40,000 to $100,000. The man who has figured out the supply chain wears Christopher Ward. The man who has not still pays the boutique premium. Now, 3 watch brands quietly robbing you blind right now. Comment your current watch in the comments. We'll tell you whether it earned the price. Robbing you blind. Number 3. Tag Heuer. LVMH took control of Tag Heuer in 1999. The brand carries 165 years of heritage as a Swiss chronograph specialist founded by Eduard Heuer in 1860. The Carrera and Monaco models built the brand's reputation through the 1960s and 1970s. Then LVMH scaled the brand globally. Mass production, marketing budgets that dwarfed the watchmaking budget. Steve McQueen's face on every Monaco campaign for 50 years while the construction quietly changed underneath. The mainline Carrera and Aquaracer today use modified ETA or Sellita movements wrapped in marketing about in-house calibers. The Caliber 5, Tag Heuer's most common movement, is a rebranded Sellita SW200, the same stock movement Christopher Ward uses at 1/3 the price. Patricia from the US bought a Tag Heuer and got hit with the reality of the brand the moment something needed servicing. Quote, "Super expensive I pay, and after I pay, I am told it will take 5 months to get it back. Simple battery change. I wrote an email and it's 3 days. And no response. 5 months for a battery change on a watch that costs more than a car payment. Retail runs $2,500 to $6,000 on mainline. The same Sellita movement in a Christopher Ward case retails $900 to $400. The customer pays $2,500 to $4, $500 extra for the Tag Heuer name on the dial. Tony Khan from the UK paid the full premium. Quote, "I purchased a Tag Heuer for my wife at the cost of $4K. After 4 years it stopped working. Tag wanted 450 plus parts to fix it. A 4K watch should not stop working after 4 years. Very disappointing with the brand and the cost of aftercare. £4,000. Stopped working in 4 years. £450 to fix it before parts." The Steve McQueen Monaco is a marketing story. The watch underneath is a Sellita-powered Swiss assembly with a 5-month service queue. robbing you blind. Number 2. MVMT. Founded in 2013 by two college students in California, the brand built its identity on Instagram advertising, influencer partnerships, minimalist watches at disruptor prices. The marketing pitched MVMT as the affordable alternative to luxury watches. In 2018, MVMT was acquired by Movado Group for $100 million. What MVMT actually is: quartz movements sourced from generic suppliers, stainless steel in mass production facilities, mineral crystal, not sapphire. The watches retail at $95 to $200. Monica from the UK shared what most MVMT owners eventually find out. Quote, "I liked the look and was given as a Christmas present. 6 months later and it stopped working. Followed the guidance on the website to stop it for 15 minutes and restart. Nothing. Contacted support on the website, waiting for a response 2 weeks later. 6 months. The watch is dead. 2 weeks for a customer service email reply." The marketing is the entire product. The Instagram ad budget is the entire product. The minimalist aesthetic the brand built its identity on does not require expensive construction. The customer is paying for the marketing campaign that convinced him to buy the watch. Amit from the UAE didn't even get that far. Quote, "They didn't deliver the watch. The courier they used had no idea where it was, and they refused to give a refund until they got it back. Total scam. Total scam." The brand built on Instagram disruption now answers customer complaints with no refunds and missing packages. Robbing you blind. Number 1. Movado. The biggest mainline watch robbery in the American market. Movado built its reputation in 1881 in La Chaux-de-Fonds, Switzerland. By the 1940s, the brand was a respected Swiss watchmaker. The museum watch, designed in 1947 by Nathan George Horwit with a single gold dot at 12 o'clock representing the sun at high noon, became the first watch acquired by the Museum of Modern Art's permanent collection in New York. Today, the brand is owned by Movado Group, the same parent that owns MVMT, Olivia Burton, Coach watches, Tommy Hilfiger watches, Hugo Boss watches, and Lacoste watches under license. Same factory pipeline, different dial logos. The Museum Classic at $695 retails as a luxury Swiss watch. The movement inside is a Swiss Ronda quartz module that costs roughly $15 in bulk. The case is stamped stainless steel. The crystal is mineral, not sapphire. Andre from the US summed up the modern Movado experience in 5 words. Quote, "Scam company with scam service. I purchased a watch and paid overnight delivery. Instead of it being shipped overnight, it's shipped with 4-day delivery. No customer service, no live chat, no reply to my emails. Worst company in history. Scam company with scam service." The brand that lives on the museum collection from 1947. The museum watch design is genuinely iconic. The watch built around the design today is not. The buyer paying $695 for a Movado is paying for a story about a museum and a dot. The watch itself is generic quartz in a Swiss-branded case. Dwayne from the US wanted his watch serviced. Quote, "Took 4 months to repair my watch. It got shipped to the wrong address. Customer service didn't know what happened. Never again. 4 months. Wrong address. Customer service doesn't know what happened." This is the Swiss heritage brand the marketing department sells you. Show Movado S3 and Nagaratnam from the US put the whole brand into one line. Quote, "Horrible watches. Not worth the prices. Not worth the prices." The man bought the museum collection design. He got generic quartz at luxury pricing. 8 watches. 2 categories. The smart money watches name the movement, the country of manufacture, the in-house caliber, and the construction tier. The robbery watches say Swiss heritage and hope you never look up what the movement actually is. Christopher Ward at $1. 100 uses a Sellita SW200. Tag Heuer at $4,500 uses the same Sellita SW200. The difference is the dial logo and the marketing budget. Smart men buy the movement. Everyone else buys the logo. Comment your current watch. We'll tell you whether it earned the price or whether the marketing earned it for them. Subscribe. Next video, the 5 watch brands every collector wants and 3 that quietly betrayed the men who built their reputation. You are the man who reads the movement, not the logo.